his junk.
It's completely flaccid.
Of course. And a little bit firmly. Like, not nicely. Just, to drive her point home, and then kind of slides off of him.
Okay.
And she collects her phone, turns off the music, and heads back to her slave chambers to throw up.
That was amazing.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
That was amazing. That's
Do you want to roll
great.
a mental
Ariel, do you
save?
need 5 minutes? Welcome back, Pixie.
Let me roll a mental save for the person watching this through the camera. Yeah, they kill themselves. They commit suicide. In the morning, you hear some story about some techie who killed himself in the surveillance room. Put a blade to his skull and just twisted until he couldn't twist no more.
Wow, this really is 40k.
So, morning comes, and, well, I guess Albert wakes up late as fuck, as per usual.
Yes. Albert does not wake up at the crack of dawn. Or like Brian.
Okay. So, everyone joins up for brunch, which is when you wake up, Albert. So, your father's like ringing the news on a hologram, looks up at you, goes back to his news, says, well, you might own a ship, but you still don't wake up on time. Unbelievable. Just keeps on scrolling.
Scrolling through the newspaper.
Yeah. Holographic newspaper. So it's like a web page.
Was Albert like raised by his quirky aunt or something? How did he come to be so like friendly and stuff when everyone else is a complete dick?
It was my mother.
Well, his mother.
She coddled me.
And yeah, he wasn't raised by his parents. Please, come on. He was probably raised by one of the servants.
One of the masked people.
I don't know.
It's a lovely childhood.
Was it Albert? Were you raised by a psychic?
No. Me and my sister were raised together. We would be in the nursery with old Nan and the one that wet nurse does, and we would see Mama and Papa at dinner time, whereas the time we went to speak. But
And
Papa would always dote over my sister, and Mama would always dote over me.
Oh, yes. And before dinner, there was always the inspection and all that good shit. So,
Pants inspection.
That's what I thought you meant.
So, in the morning, the preparations for the birthday party are already on the way. Um, everything is everyone's moving around. All the servants are clearing out rooms, furnishing some others, just furniture, everything that can be done. Unless you guys want to do something, we can skip to Albert talking to Dr. Jones.
As Mapachin is housed in the servants' quarters area anyway, she just maybe makes chit chat with any of them that seem to be passing through the halls that aren't, in a hurry to do something, and just, yeah, like, hey, what's your name? Blah blah blah. What do you do? Tells them a bit about herself as well, and just
Just make
fraternizing.
friendly conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they answer back. They actually seem very appreciative for what you're doing.
Yeah, I'll
What
try
about
to
you, Raylan?
I'll try to hook up with Douglas again, and maybe try to procure some more some like bottles of that purple death.
So Douglas is in a hurry all the time. You actually see him like lifting objects with his mind, so you can tell he has telekinesis.
Yeah.
And moving them around the rooms. So he's actually one of the busiest people because of the fact that he can lift stuff.
Yeah.
Just by thinking about it. He's like being bossed around by these servants that don't wear masks. So yeah, when you approach him, he's like, I'm sorry, I'm very busy. I need to remodel 12 more rooms before lunch.
Well, maybe you know where I can find some. Just tell me quickly, maybe.
He shakes his head very quickly and says, during the party would be better.
Okay. Have a good one.
The Raylan mini quest.
Yeah. How much XP do I get if I get it? Just kidding.
I'll think about it.
It's his personal goal. Get smashed on really amazing alcohol.
It's like an alcohol collection I have on the ship.
So, if you guys want to, we can skip to Dr. Jones.
Let's do that.
Okay. Albert, are you going in alone to meet Dr. Jones?
Yes, I'll be there and I'll meet him and his sidekick, Short Round.
Who?
It's a small Asian boy.
I'm feeling like this is a meme, but because I don't get it, I'm not as
Jones. Harrell Jones.
He has a whip.
Oh,
hates snakes.
Fuck you. Anyway, moving on. So, you know where Dr. Jones works. You've been to his lab once in a while with Mother.
Mm-hmm.
You walk in, and Dr. Jones is busy at work. When he hears the door to his lab, sliding open and closing, he turns back to you and says, "Ah, the young is filled. How are you, son?"
Good, yes.
Good to see you. Good to see you. I've analyzed the stuff you've brought for your mother. Impressive, I must say.
Yes, we have some very good sources. Nothing compared to your level of skill, but in much greater quantities than you can produce here.
Well, I wouldn't mind meeting that source. Anyway, what can I help you with?
Well, despite its amazing purity and quality, we want to cut it. I know it's a sad day indeed, but we would like a very large amount so we can give it to the populace.
Ah, I see. Trying to raise the spirits.
Yes. Everyone likes to be involved in Mama's party, and not everyone can get here, so I'd like that. It's a national treasure of a day.
I see. Well, that could be done. Yes. How much are we talking about here?
Well, I have a kilo for you to cut. I don't know the general amount that people cut things. Perhaps I can get on the compads to my resident drug expert leech.
So you want 20 kilos, right? Out of that stuff.
Yeah, we'll say 20 kilos, yes.
Okay. So each kilo will have five. It's only going to be 5% pure.
Yes.
I don't know how that translates into money, but
Screw it. Let's say make it
Dr. Jones
10%
says-
pure and have it only 10 kilos.
Okay, Dr. Jones says that can be doable. It will take a while, but it can be done. Yes.
Okay, excellent.
And by a while means a few days.
Maybe you could help him.
Yes, I can help you out with this. I don't know incredibly lots, but let's say I can be like your Jesse to your Heisenberg, and I can help you along with the creation of these things.
What did you say? Sorry, I didn't get it.
Oh, sorry. I will. I'll help you. I'm not skilled in the way of science, but if you tell me exactly what to do, I can help you cook.
Oh, you want to be Jesse? He says, well, if you want to help me, you're free to do so, but still, it will take a while. It is
That's
a
fine.
bit of a process to produce that much in a single day. It's not doable, I'm afraid. You would
That's
lose
fine.
your mother's birthday.
I don't wish to do it all then. We can sell it after that and leave. I mean, okay.
Well, that is a possibility, yes.
Uh, yeah, yeah.
What if you had more help? Mapachi would be willing.
Would it take less time if other people were involved also?
He says, well, if you have someone that's professional
Knowledge of science?
at chemistry, then I think we could cut down in the production time, yes. And yes, it would be science.
Okay. So, who's that person? Is that...
Mapachine doesn't have science,
I do.
but I mean, she can help as a pair of hands. I mean, you don't have the science for the whole thing. Once you have the process down, you just repeat the process again and again until it's complete.
So you're going to ask Raylan to help the doctor?
Yes.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, so it's just a skill roll science.
Well, here's the thing. It's going to take a few days. It's not going to take a few hours.
Yeah.
If two people roll science independently, it will reduce on the amount of time required to produce that amount of drugs. But you will miss the party, Raylan, and probably
fuck no.
your opportunity to steal the booze.
I will not doubt that. I need to go to this party.
Okay, Mapachine
Steal
will
some
help,
booze.
and she's got a -1 in science, so it isn't great, but a roll is a roll.
Okay, so Mapachine will miss the party.
That's fine with her. She wants to explore the lab for an appropriate poison. She's not a chemist herself, but she knows what poisons are used for what situations. She doesn't know how to make them or blah blah blah, but if she sees the label, she'll know what it is.
Mm-hmm. Um, Oliver, do you bring up the question, the request for a poison?
I think we're going to do it sneakily instead. And just have
Okay.
Mapachine look for it.
Okay. An 8. That will help him, yes.
When she gets a lab coat on, man, things happen.
Okay. So, with Bermuda helping, he actually manages to do it in a single day. Like 24 hours of work, and he has the badge. Let's move on to the party. Because the cutting is happening while the party is going on. So Leech and Natasha, the two of you are, you see like the house starting to light up at night. More and more people are coming into the biodome with ships, underground tunnels, underground bullet trains, basically. And the house is filling up, that you can see from the inside. The ring of guards around your ship hasn't changed at all.
What are they wearing?
From your point of view, it looks like they are wearing combat field uniforms.
Okay, so we have like some sort of like loudspeaker or something out on the ship, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna be like, yeah, just as a heads up, we're having a problem with our toilet system, and I'm gonna go dump a bit of the lav, just so that they have to stand in the shit smell. Just fucking with them.
Okay. When
So
you
there's a
do
little bit of
that,
there's a little bit of poop on the flight line.
So you do that, and they take out respirators and put them on. Okay, so during the party, Albert, you see a lot of people in there from families that are friendly towards yours and families that aren't so friendly, but they come anyway for a matter of etiquette. Raylan, during the party, you see your friend Douglas. He gives you, a poke as he walks by you,
Yeah.
and a nod with the head, like, follow me.
Okay, I follow him.
He leads you through the hallways, a bunch of people. The house is crowded, very crowded. And you see, and he takes you into basically the kitchen. And he points to a small little closet and says, get changed. You'll be able to walk around a bit more unnoticed.
Am I
As
changing
he,
it to...
well,
Oh.
servant clothing.
Oh shit. Yeah, okay. Do I get a respirator as well?
No, you don't have any, yes.
No, but I mean, for looking more like a servant.
Not all
Not
of them.
all servants have them.
Yeah,
Only
but
the
so
ones with
people
MES.
won't recognize me or whatever.
Okay, you can put one on if you want to. No problem.
Actually, no, because then they think I have MES. So no.
Okay. So he gives you a plate, with drinks, and he says, "Well, follow me." People won't even look at you; they'll just take the glasses from your tray,
Yeah.
and I'll get you to your drinks. Roll sneak.
Oh shit. Um. So stealth, I guess.
Yes, stealth.
With what
Sorry.
modifier? Like.
Dexterity
Okay, so it's a -1 roll.
or charisma if you want to be a bit more social, stealthy.
I mean, it doesn't matter. It's the same for me.
If that makes any difference for you.
Both are 0, so.
Okay.
It has been an hour, right?
It has.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll re-roll that. Bit better.
That's decent, yes. Raylan and the quest for booze.
Booze Quest 2015.
Okay, so Douglas, I need to write his name down. So Douglas manages to get you to the cellar where there is rows and rows of bottles and barrels, and it is booze heaven down here.
Oh shit.
So back to the party. Albert, the security around here seems to have tightened up, actually, as the party goes on. As when the party started, security seemed to be even harsher. Like Mr. Eastfield, your father has now Lieutenant Colton and another dude shadowing him all the time, while Mrs. Eastfield has 3 guys on her. While you are assigned no bodyguards. Oh, he's away.
By the way, at this point, Leech is playing Tom Jones's "It's Not Unusual" over the exterior speakers on the aircraft to annoy the soldiers. Just
That's
on
a
repeat
great
Tom
over
song.
and
Jones.
over.
Tom Jones.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see what kind of lost culture you're getting out. Like,
I'm sorry,
why?
No, I'm sorry. I had the wrong Tom Jones song. The song I'm playing on repeat is "What's New Pussycat."
There you go.
It's a much better Tom Jones song.
So that song exists in 3201.
Yeah, it's definitely. Tom Jones is very popular in Florissant. I have his greatest hits, but I'm just playing "What's New Pussycat" on loop for them.
Okay.
I hope you're also singing really badly.
Oh yeah, I'm singing along to it. In fact, sometimes I cut the music out and it's just my voice singing "What's New Pussycat."
Could we hear
Like-
what it's like, please?
Natasha starts, she complains the first 2 times about the noise. And then she's walking around the ship as if nothing's happening.
Sing along with me, Natasha.
She walks by you as she's not even hearing you. And then
Wow.
she sends you a message, I turned off my ears.
I
You
turned
are
off
a
my
monster.
ears.
So, Albert, I believe you weren't here when I said that the security inside the manor seemed to have increased when the party started.
That makes sense.
Your father, besides Lieutenant Colton, shadowing him, and your mother, she has 3 bodyguards with her at all times, while you were assigned none.
I have my own.
Well, Mapachin is cooking, and Raylan is pilfering bottles.
Yeah.
I feel safe in the house anyway.
Okay. So, yeah, the party rages on for the whole night. Um, how long do the nights last in Cardice?
Well, it's
Albert?
summertime.
8 years.
That's awful.
Winter's coming. It's currently summer, which is 1 day long. Have
Wait.
you seen the film Pitch Black?
Yes, I have.
It's nothing like that. Sorry. No.
I hate you.
You know, it's just like the days are 20 hours, so are the nights. There you go.
Okay.
It's long.
So, yeah, we have a 20-hour party outside the manor. We have a 20-hour What's New Pussycat on loop.
I think those soldiers should roll mental effects saves.
I'll do that. I'll do that.
I couldn't take that much "What's New Pussycat."
They're fine, actually.
Mm.
You actually see some of them singing along
Are they dancing?
and dancing and shit.
I don't buy that for a second.
I rolled a 20.
I think you should have to listen to 20 hours of What's New Pussycat now. For your immersion.
I myself would kill me. I would just jump off a bridge.
There's actually a comedian
But
who
I
has a
rolled
pretty
a mental
funny
save.
skit about What's New Pussycat.
I rolled the save. They fine colors. So, yeah, some of them are actually enjoying this, which adds to this planet of good.
Alright, well, yeah, I'll turn it way up for the guys since they're enjoying it. It's on full blast now. And I, break up like, I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. My favorite tune. And then, boom, up to 11.
Inside, Albert, you see some people are like, what the fuck's happening outside?
Yeah, you probably hear off the, What's New Pussycat? Like, what the fuck's that noise?
It's nearly drowning out the noises and the music inside the manor. And Mr. Isfield he seems to be getting angrier and angrier as this goes on. And he approaches you, Albert, and says, turn that off now.
I can try.
You can try, or will you do it?
Well, we kind of are more democratic than the
Typical
other
Kardashian
thing
society.
that isn't democratic. I've currently forgotten a word in real life, so it's not a tyranny; it's a democracy.
Yeah, tyranny. Yeah.
He says, well, this is my house, my biodome, and they will do as I say. You will do as I say, young man. So turn that off.
Yes, Father, I'll go and see to it now. When I get there, I just
You can just call
just
on
took
the
it down to
compound.
5. I want to arrive and then be like, just turn it down a bit, it's fine.
Yeah, I'll be like, okay, yeah, when you get back there, I'll just keep turning it down. Just send me a text when you can't hear it anymore.
Perfect.
Yeah, Natasha walks by you. She doesn't even acknowledge you. Like, yeah,
What's new,
she's
Pussycat?
Yeah, she doesn't. She shrugs, points to her ears, and and says, "They're turned off, Peach."
I'm just gonna write "What's new, Pussycat" on a piece of paper and hold it up.
She flips you off.
Have to work on her humor programming.
Humor.exe not found.
Well, after
Yeah.
several hours of the same song, I think anyone would run out of humor when listening or reading what's
I actually, on the inside of the ship, there's like a nice, like, randomized mix of everybody's music playing. It's only out on the external speakers that What's New Pussycat is on loop.
I would think you can still hear it a little from the inside. No?
We have a pretty thick ship, I think, right? It's well sealed, yeah.
Well, I mean, it's sealed from space.
Yeah. So we just put like 80 tons of lead inside it.
All right then. Well, but when she reads Pussycat, she like cocks her head to the side. Like, what is that?
I make like the meow noise and like the paw motion with my hand. You know, kitty cat.
I'm a kitty cat.
Huh. Weird way to call a cat. To refer to a cat, I guess. Oh well. So, inside, uh,
You have dirty programming, Natasha.
what? What did you say? Sorry.
Said her programming has a dirty mind.
Well, perhaps, I don't know. And she storms off. Inside, let's go back to Mr. Stealer of Booze, Raylan.
Yeah.
So, you managed to find 2 bottles of your favorite booze,
Purple
Death. Do you take both?
Yeah.
Okay. Douglas says, well, I suggest you leave one, sir.
Okay. Anything else you can
So,
recommend?
it doesn't, so it isn't too obvious.
Yeah, you're right. Is there anything else you could recommend here? Black
He
Death?
looks all around him. He looks all around him and says, well, I've never tasted anything in here, so I don't know what to recommend. Depends on your tastes, I guess.
Something like Purple Death.
What did you ask?
Something like Purple Death. Like, fruity yet strong.
Well, he scratches his head for a while and says, well, there is another bottle around that's almost the same thing. I believe, from what I've heard, was a competitive brand, a competitor's brand that made this one, though not as effective as the one you're holding. But
I take
still, from what I've read and heard about it, still the same tones to it. I don't know what that means.
Oh, well, you'll have to try some.
I perhaps maybe I don't drink. Some of the more exotic drinks have Cardice mixed in. That is very dangerous to someone like me.
Yeah, I see. Okay. Well, I just take the other bottle. What's its name?
Well, Purple Death isn't named Purple Death.
No? God
No.
damn it.
That's silly. But you can name him if you want to.
Purple drink.
Purple drink.
Yeah, the purple stuff. It's
Purple
the opposite
stuff.
of Sunny Delight. Oh, I wanted some of that
purple
purple stuff.
It's called purple stuff. And the other bottle is
Purple drank. It's purple drank.
the other bottle is purple drank. Yeah.
Jazz Bay squeezings. There you go.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So, Albert, is there anyone of your past here in the party? Maybe a lady from another house that you've taken an interest to.
Yes, Brian.
Oh, his name's Brian. Okay.
No, her name's Brian.
Her name's Brian. Oh my god. I hate your planet.
No.
No one then.
Marzipan.
Wait.
Her name is Marzipan.
I can't think of anyone. Okay, from the Fraser family, there's someone called Rose. There you go.
Rose. Okay. So, see this small crowd around Rose? When you approach, she's showing off this huge engagement ring on her finger.
Well, I walk up to her, and I'm like, "Congratulations, Rose. Who is the lucky man?"
Give me one of the stupid names from your stupid families again.
Windsor, Fraser, Dilbert, Downton, Cardice. The house I hate the most are the Cardices. If you'd like to pick from them.
The Kardashians.
You never could quite keep up with them.
It's the one from the Dilbert. Yes, Dilbert.
From the Dilbert family, okay.
Yes, it's a gentleman called Archibald Dilbert.
Okay.
She says that Archibald proposed 2 months ago.
Well,
we are to be married once winter starts.
Tomorrow, then?
Zing.
Well, he's a very lucky man. I remember the times when you and I would go traipsing through the ice fields.
Yes, those are good memories. Yes. So, move to the party to finally Mapachin. You're helping Dr. Jones with his stuff. And you are looking for a poison, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Something specific? You have several chemicals labeled around the lab. He's asked you to take a few specific ones to help him do this.
Mm-hmm.
But all around you see several chemicals. A few of them highly poisonous, as they are well labeled.
Yeah, and as I said, she doesn't have a background in science, but her assassin training did include, some training on poisons, and so she knows the names of them and, the situations where you'd want to use them. So that's all she knows. So if she saw the name of, one with the properties that she's looking for, then she would know what it is and how to use it.
Okay, so you're looking for a specific poison from your career.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Let me see if there's anything relating to that. I would say roll perception because there's so many of them, and you have to work quickly with Dr. Jones that you don't have a lot of time to look at each one in detail. So you need to find one, as you are grabbing more supplies.
Is there a dexterity bonus to perception?
No, it's perception, wisdom.
Okay. Laser clamps.
Okay, you find your poison, your specific poison of choice.
Mm-hmm. I would assume that at this point she has located it, so she knows where it is.
You know where it is, and because Dr. James is so focused on his work, you won't need to roll sneak to grab it.
Perfect. Yeah, I assume
You can
spending all
just
day with
do
him
it
in the
as
lab,
you're picking up more supplies.
yeah, she gets an opportunity to pocket some of it.
Yeah.
If you would allow, she would just transfer some of it to a container and leave the original bottle still in the lab.
You want to transfer the poison to some other container.
Yeah,
right?
like open the bottle, put
That
some
it?
of it in, another container, and then keep the original bottle with still some poison in it, and just keep that in the cupboard still. Did your camera die?
Yeah, sure, you can.
Okay, thanks.
You take a few breaks during the process, and yeah, during one of those, you can do it.
Cool.
No problem.
Perfect. That's what I need.
So the party is over eventually. All the guests are cooked off their heads thanks to Mrs. Isfield and her son's lovely contribution to the party. A lot of them come up to you, Albert, to thank you for such a lovely donation.
Yes, anything for Mother. It is her 100th birthday. It doesn't come around often.
That is true. And your guys are free to do as you please. Now, the party's over, the servants are, cleaning up. Albert, I guess you're helping Mother with her crash from her high.
She probably isn't going to be coming down for a while, but yeah, okay. Yeah, so
She's what, sorry?
I was going to say she's probably going to just stay up for a couple of days, probably instead. But but if you think she's coming down, then yeah, I'll take care of her and like stroke her hair and like hold it back as she like freaks out.
Well, she's an experienced drug user, but still, this stuff is very strong.
Yeah, okay.
You got a pretty good quality there.
Okay.
My camera's turning off for some reason.
Yeah, it's weird.
And yeah, you guys are free to do as you please. Raylan, I would assume you go back to the ship as quickly as possible to store your stolen bottles.
Mm-hmm.
So as you get to the ship, you can feel this strong smell of shit and this huge puddle of bodily waste underneath the sword of Damocles.
I look at the soldiers or the guards and say, "Oh, guys, don't they let you go to the bathroom? Come on!" And then I
No,
just
it's under
keep
the
walking by.
ship. It came from the ship.
Yeah, yeah. But I still say to the guards surrounding the ship or whatever.
They don't answer you.
Okay.
They just look you over very quickly, and then just let you through to get to the ship.
Yeah, so I go on board and store my bottles in my room.
Mm-hmm. And Natasha goes up to you and says, "So, did you and the captain deal with the captain's problem?"
Uh, I think so. I dealt with my problem. I mean, my opportunity.
Which was?
I mean, these two, and I hold them up, the bottles. They are amazing. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I hear
I
you.
can.
Okay.
I cannot hear anyone.
You don't hear anything, Ariel?
Oh, now I do.
Okay.
Hello.
There we go.
Chris will probably, you'll have to repeat everything
Okay. Well, I hold them up,
because I
the
didn't get
bottles.
anything.
I hold them up to her
She
and
looks
say,
at them.
mm-hmm.
Well, she looks at them and just shrugs and says, "Well, if that was your problem, congratulations on solving it."
"Thank you," and I, walk back to my room.
Strutting.
Yeah, just happy, skipping along. Yeah.
So Raylan doesn't strut, he skips.
No, he struts. But after he's left the bottles, he walks back.
What?
After he's left the bottles, he probably walks back to meet up with Mapachin.
Back at the compound or the biodome.
Breaking up too much, Chris.
It's just you, Ariel.
Yeah, you're breaking up for me,
I think your
Ariel.
connection is so bad right now.
Shit.
I can hear all of you fine.
Yeah, it's just Ariel.
Ariel's been breaking up for me.
Yeah, same
His
here.
camera is frozen from time to time.
Where were we?
I'm walking back to the compound.
And Raylan discussing Raylan's booze.
Yeah, I just left the bottles and I'm going back to the compound to meet up with others.
Oh, you go back outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I'll tell Leech that was a nice song you played last night.
Yeah, you like Tom Jones?
I'd never heard of him before, but now I like him.
It's really popular on Floristine.
Yeah, I have to go there sometime.
Music's alright, but planet's shitty.
Oh, okay. Well, you've seen my shitty planet, so...
Yeah, at least your atmosphere doesn't melt your skin.
Yeah.
So you get back to the manor, and yeah, you can meet up with Mapachin and Albert.
Mm-hmm.
The meter's just busy a
And
second.
yeah. Albert, your father comes up to you again. He's scowling hard. You notice that Lieutenant Colton is popping a few pills into his mouth.
Okay.
And Isfield Sr. He says, so the soldiers have told me that your ship dumped waste on my landing pad. Can you explain yourself and the behavior of your crew?